market segmentation. So market segmentation has to do with dividing larger markets into smaller ones. So this is dividing larger markets or bigger markets, larger markets into smaller ones. So when we talk about smaller markets, we're talking about markets to target customers. Okay, when it comes to corporations, when it comes to companies, big companies, chain stores, franchises, what they do is they target market. Okay, they break it down into smaller markets. They break it down into smaller chunks, and then they target customers based on things like their location, okay, demographics. Okay, they target customers based on other factors. Okay, in this video, we're going to talk about geographic segmentation. Okay, so this has to do mostly with location, where the customer lives. Okay, so geographic segmentation has to do with targeting the market. Okay, and this is for the marketing team, to target the market based on where the customer lives. So this is targeting the market, or target the market based on where the customer lives. Based on where the customer lives. All right, now this could be the location, it could be cultural practices, it could be climate, it could be language, or other factors. Okay, so let's say, for example, let's start off with location. Okay, so location in terms of geographic segmentation has to do with targeting different customers living in different places. Okay, so say, for example, if a customer lives in a country where the weather is generally hot, okay, they might offer a cold beverage. Okay, the marketing team for a franchise that sells coffee, for example, if you were to order double double at your favorite coffee store, now this same coffee store was to be in a country where the weather is generally hot, okay, where the weather is between 20 and 40 degrees Celsius, okay, the consumers may prefer ice cap instead. Okay, so they may go ahead and order an ice cap instead. So this has to do with location. So location has to do with, location has to do with targeting customers. So this is targeting customers. So targeting customers based on location. So targeting customers based on where they live. Where they live. Okay, and the example that I was talking about earlier had to do with hot versus cold beverage. So this is hot versus colder beverage. All right, so this has to do with location. Now, another factor that kicks in when it comes to geographic segmentation is cultural practice. So what exactly is cultural practice? So this is cultural practice. And this has to do with what is practiced within different cultures, all right? So say, for example, if a cultural practice is to wear a certain type of dress, then the marketing team of a retail business may go ahead and target these consumers with that particular type of dress. Okay, if the cultural practice is to where, okay, let's say some kind of head cover. Okay, the marketing team of a certain business may target uh, this particular location, this particular customer living in a place following a certain culture, okay, with that particular dress, with the head covering. Okay, so this has to do with cultural practice. Okay, so target customers based on cultural practice. Okay, based on cultural practice. Okay, so if the cultural practice is to avoid pork, then the marketing team of a restaurant, okay, franchise may go ahead and target these consumers with chicken instead, okay, or beef rather than pork. Okay, if the pork itself is popular within a culture, it's possible the marketing team of that restaurant, the same restaurant at a different location, may target these consumers, okay, with pork instead, okay, because they know that they will profit off pork. So this has to do with cultural practice. Now, apart from cultural practice, you also have climate. So when it comes to climate, okay, different countries, different locations, even within a country, may experience different climates. Okay, so may experience different type of weather. Okay, as a result of which, what may sell in one location is not necessarily the same product that sells at the other location. We talked about hot and cold beverage. Okay, so if you're able to sell hot beverage, okay, let's say a small double, let's say coffee, if you're able to sell hot beverage where the weather is generally cold, let's say the weather is -5 or -10, okay, it's not necessary that you'll be able to sell the same hot beverage in a location where the weather is over 40 degrees Celsius. Okay, so it has to do with climate as well. So environment or climate or weather plays an important role when it comes to segmentation. So weather plays an important role. Plays an important role. This is an important role. Important role when it comes to segmentation. When it comes to segmentation. Now, apart from weather, okay, you also have, okay, language, okay, that plays an important role when it comes to geographic segmentation. So language. All right, so when it comes to posting billboards, when it comes to posting advertisement on the internet, when it comes to using social media, okay, the marketing team may use a different language which is more popular within a certain location, within a certain country. They may use the official language of that country when it comes to marketing a certain product. So language is important as well. Okay, so marketing using a certain language. Using a certain language. So this marketing using a certain language, marketing plays an important role. Okay, when it comes to geographic segmentation. All right, now apart from geographic segmentation, okay, what else do we have? Okay, we also have demographic segmentation.